Southpaw. Yeah. And we are back. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the RHS versus BHS Boys Varsity Basketball game. Looks like we got just about to start off with today's game. Alrighty, and welcome back to the BHS versus RHS Boys Varsity Basketball team. As you can see, outside we do have an auction going on, a silent auction to support the RHS Boys Basketball team. Make sure to check that out if you have any interest at all in winning some, and bidding on some awesome prizes. Alrighty, and here we go with the beginning of the the BHS lineup. And here we have the freshman, Will Liddell, starting in his very first year here at RHS. And our second freshman, Joel Gardner, once again starting. Alrighty, and here we go with the tip-off for February 15th, 2019. That'll be Rogers High School wins the tip-off, immediately going to Will Liddell. Pass off to number 22 for Rogers. Rogers passing around the outside to Joel Gardner. Rogers trying to find a way in, trying to find a way to shoot. RHS passes the ball. Will Liddell shoots for three and makes it. Will Liddell, the first-year freshman, sinks the first 3 points of this game for RHS. Now, absolutely mediocre player, Connor Deffenbaugh, passes the ball in to Michael Shanks, who sinks 2 for Bentonville High School. Will Liddell passes out to number 11. Almost goes for the shot, passes out to number 20, drives in, but passes out once again, number 22. I got it. Now, once again, Connor Deffenbaugh, surprisingly, his team is chosen to give him the ball. He's about to try to find a way in, doesn't seem to make it, passes off to Michael Shanks. Shanks passes into the paint, number 14 for Bentonville. Number 14 for Bentonville, that would be Braden Freeman. Braden Freeman sinks 2 more for Bentonville High School. Joel Gardner passes off to Will Liddell, right at the top of the key. Number 11 for Rogers shoots up, does not seem to make it, but Michael Shanks for Bentonville does seem to bring the ball out of bounds. And Will Liddell's gonna be chucking it right back in with RHS trying to find a way to score. Passing around, number 22 nearly drops the ball. Well, he does, but he recovers it. RHS trying to find a way to shoot, but are not getting it with Bentonville's very tough defense. Once again, they're passing all around. They still seem calm though. I'm pretty sure this is what they've been practicing about now. Will Liddell. Something you see here, which I don't think you see often in many teams, is when they eventually do start a freshman, the team is 100% trusting in that. Now Michael Shanks does snag a ball from a pass made by RHS. Connor Deffenbaugh trying to find a way in, but does not make it, not surprising. And he comes back out to the top. Connor dribbling slow, trying to find an opening. That'll be an offensive foul on number 10. Connor does manage to make the first foul of the game, an offensive foul. Will Liddell holding the ball, trying to find a way, passes it into the paint to number 22 for RHS, who shoots up for 2 and makes it. God, he shoots, throws the ball up and makes it. Sorry. Connor, number 10 for BHS. Passes off to number 15, who stands at the top of the key. Drives into the paint, passes right back out, though. Michael Shanks shoots for 3 and makes it for Bentonville High School, bringing their score to 7 points. RHS 5. RHS passes, but drives immediately in, shoots for 2. Float shot there, and they do make it, bringing RHS to 7, tying the Tigers 7 points. Connor Deffenbaugh trying to drive in, passes into the paint, but is ultimately unsuccessful as Rogers High School accepts a foul and gets a rebound. Drew Miller switching in for Joel Gardner. So Drew passes back out. Number 20 passes to number 11. Number 11 shoots up for RHS. Throws the ball for RHS. Is recovered by just about everyone and draws the jump ball. Number 15 for BHS, that would be Sawyer Price at the top of the key. Driving into the paint, passes back out to number 14, Braden Freeman. Braden passes up to Michael Shanks. Michael Shanks it, and it is recovered by RHS. Passes to Drew Miller, number 20 for RHS. Scores 3. Different ball passes out to Freeman. Freeman to Simmons. Simmons shoots up for 3. Shoots the ball for 3, but does not make it. That'll be number 20 for RHS, trying to find a way out. Passes out to number 12, back to 22, and off to 20 again. RHS passing on the outside, as you can see. Shoots for 3, does not make it. Now, BHS dumps off to Connor Deffenbaugh. Connor looks like he's going up for a dunk, but doesn't seem able to. Passes off to Michael Shanks, who does finish the job. RHS pump fakes, passes it off. And, oh my, what a surprise. Connor Deffenbaugh goes in for the dunk and makes it. That is absolutely astonishing from a mediocre player. Does bring Bentonville's score 1 point above RHS's. RHS does shoot for 3 and makes that. So, starting off, we have 2 minutes left in the first quarter. This is going to be a very high, very intense game and high energy. I think near the end there, near the fourth quarter, it's going to be almost endurance race. Connor bounces 3 shot off the rim. RHS puts 3 up, but also misses it. Number 14, Freeman, passes off to Deffenbaugh. Simmons almost loses it, but it is chucked over to RHS side, and Connor does recover it. Price passes back off to Simmons. Simmons shoots 3 points, and does not make it. RHS bringing in 2 more players. So that'll bring Bentonville's fouls to 3, keeping RHS fouls at 0. The score is currently 13-11, Rogers advantage. RHS passing around, draws. Okay, that was a foul on RHS. That makes RHS's first foul. And as Bentonville's Thane Spencer, new to this particular matchup, does draw a jump ball, which as he was driving into the paint, that's not something you traditionally see. Nevertheless, very interesting, and it was an advantage for Rogers. RHS passing around the outside. Shoots at the top of the key for 3, but does not make it. Draws what looks like a push. Push from the back there. Regardless, that was on Braden Freeman. Bentonville's 4th foul. So if they don't rein that in, we might have reached our foul limit this game. RHS trying to find an opening for a 3-shot. Drew Miller shoots for 3, just barely misses it. Ball is now in the possession of Bentonville. That'll be Michael Shanks passing into number 14, Braden Freeman. Back out to Shanks again. Shanks taking it slowly off the top. Trying to find a way in. Must have missed something that happened there. Regardless, RHS now has the ball with no foul called. 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Drew Miller looks like he's going to hold the ball out. RHS, more specifically, is going to try and draw out this final few seconds.
Oh!
Does not make that final shot.
Grant, that first quarter is nothing short of amazing for these RHS Mounties. Started off a little slow, but finished really strong with a combination of good perimeter shooting and some tough defense on a very talented Bentonville team.
Yes, that's what we see.
What did you see, Grant? Talk to me. Why can't I hear you?
Some along that line. And as we moved into the second quarter, as we saw 4 fouls for Bentonville and 1 for Rogers. Which should bring a little bit interest to the game should we reach this final level.
Which is mine, this one or this one?
This one. But as you can probably hear,
all right, I'm going to get
band out in full force for RHS. Playing definitely a crowd favorite. Student section right next to him. Pretty excited. Sorry about that. We had some monitoring difficulties, but it should be all resolved now.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have a child participating in the mini Mounties, please head to the back gym.
Alrighty, and we're back. 8 minutes left as we begin the second quarter. RHS 2 points above Bentonville, and I take that back because that'll be number 30, I believe, Josh Smith, who sunk 3 for Bentonville, bringing in, closing that lead and bringing Bentonville 1 above, but I just can't get my thoughts out fast enough, so now RHS has scored 2 more points, bringing their score to 15. Bentonville, a mere 14. Close game, but still very intense. Connor Deffenbaugh trying to direct their team. Shanks nearly punches a man, but the ball is in Bentonville hands as that was a foul on Rogers, bringing Rogers total foul number to 5. 2. Sorry. So as we have Shanks passes it out to number 0, that would be Spencer. Spencer passes it off to Deffenbaugh, who does not make it, but the ball is recovered by Braden Freeman, who draws the foul. So as you'll see, the foul number is evening out here with Rogers 3 fouls, Bentonville 4, but number 14 for Rogers, or for Bentonville, sorry, Braden Freeman does sink his free throw, bringing Bentonville's score to 17. RHS passing around the outside, around the outside, around the outside. Pause there for a second, trying to find more passes. They're getting a little stuck up, but regardless, they do seem to still trying to put a play together. Not going for a 3 yet. Just maybe. Drives into the paint for 2, a layup, misses it. Coach can't be happy about that. Regardless, Shanks passes it off to Deffenbaugh, who is signaling with the okay and downward thumb signal. Shanks shoots a floater for 2 and makes it, bringing the Bentonville Tigers score to 19. Rogers shoots for 3, not making it. Deffenbaugh seems confused by the fact that he has no one to pass to. Regardless, he does get the pass off to Spencer. Spencer passes it off to Freeman. Freeman shoots for 3, does not make it. RHS recovers. RHS passes into the paint. Doesn't know what to do with it. Passes right back out.
Number 24, Ben Anka.
Righty, we're trying to. Sorry. Will Liddell passes out around as RHS tries to find a way to score once again. RHS shoots for 3, does not make it, passes it back out to the three-point line, passes it in near the paint, and sinks 2. So that will bring RHS's score to 17. Alrighty, so Connor Deffenbaugh bounced around the outside. Tries to drive in hard, is stopped by the Rogers defense. Passes off to number 24. That'll be Ben Panicu. Panicu passes off to Price, trying his best to stay calm. RHS drives hard down the court. Bentonville. Now Bentonville draws the travel. Can't help but notice that these travel calls have been a bit inconsistent by the refs. Now, I'm not sure if that's, highly doubt that that's anything intentional. Just happens to be the luck of the draw, but regardless, Bentonville fans do not seem happy. Alrighty. And a timeout with 3 minutes, 46 seconds left in the first half. The score remains Bentonville 19, Rogers 17. Sorry for that. It's loud. As you can see, we have the RHS band playing Monkey Beat. Not necessarily a crowd favorite, but definitely a band favorite. Student section getting excited. This is a much closer game than most people would have anticipated, coming from a powerhouse like Bentonville. But regardless, RHS is staying in there. They're hanging in there, fighting well. They're seem to be working cohesively. They're passing the ball around. They're being smart about their shots. Bentonville passes directly under the basket. Brings it up. Just barely misses it. Ball is recovered by number 14, Braden Freeman. Passed it off to Deffenbaugh. Back to Freeman. Now number 2, Colton Simmons, yes, shoots, but, does make it. Sorry. Ball's recovered by RHS. So that is Tigers 22, Mounties 17. Deffenbaugh seems extremely angry. about this particular foul call, but he does hold it in. First of 2 shots by Derek Cobbs. Good, just barely. Rolls over the rim, but bounces right back in.
Substitutions, number 11, Michael Shanks, number 0, Thane Spencer.
So Thane Spencer is now back in the game. Second shot is up, is good. That'll bring RHS's score 220, a mere 2 points below Bentonville. Michael Shanks brings the ball down. Foul drawn in Bentonville's favor. It's going to be 2 shots.
Fouls on number 33, Joel Garner, his second, 4th on the team. Shooting
That will be
Braden Freeman.
foul on Bentonville's Braden Freeman.
Returning for Rogers, number 20, Will Boyd.
All right, Bentonville did make their shot, so that'll bring Bentonville's score 224. RHS passing on the outside, nearly throws that out of bounds, but tall number 24 for Rogers just barely saves it. Will Liddell shoots a far 3. Barely misses that, just a little short. Just like Bentonville's number 10, Connor. Okay, so we have number 0, Thane Spencer, driving in hard to come, just stopping hard to try and shoot the Rogers man does not do it, but he does manage to lose the ball off of the foot of a Rogers player. So Michael Shanks will bring it back in. Looks like it was almost snagged by Thane Spencer, but can't really do that for the same team. Regardless, RHS now has the ball after a failed shot attempt by Bentonville. Will Liddell is so we have here RHS wouldn't say stalling, but definitely trying to slow the game down a little bit to keep RHS from pulling ahead. They are now. Connor Devenbaugh goes for the dunk, but misses it. Didn't know that was possible. Regardless, RHS is now in possession. Correction, Bentonville is in possession. Off, I believe, a foul of sorts. Michael Shanks now with the ball, passes it out to Thane. Thane passes it in number 14, Braden. Braden goes up for 2, makes it, bringing VHS's score 226 points. VHS passes it into the paint, passes it back out, 3-point line far. Passing on the outside. So that'll be a charge. Charge on Derek Hobbs.
His second, 16 foul. Drew Miller returns for the Mounties.
Drew Miller comes back into the game. We have RHS coach discussing with the ref as the game continues. Connor tries to bring in a screen. Does not work whatsoever, but he does manage to juke it. This is a pretty basic layup, but Bentonville shoots for 3. Also misses that. Not something they can